Good morning. Well, here we go with the attempt to replace this nasty looking fuel pump with a bent line that I bent when I was trying to remove it. I thought this fitting should move relative to the line, but it did not seem to want to do so with this Rock Auto supplied part. It doesn't look promising from the picture on the front. Well, much more promising. And the gasket is there too, which is even better. Well, I've had zero success at trying to get at the master brake cylinder fill cap, which is back there and completely rounded off now. I've tried everything. I haven't yet put a vice grips on it, but I guess that's the last gasp, and welding onto it, it would be interesting. And in order to get it out of there, you have to get it past the exhaust manifold. So I don't think I can remove the bolt that is prohibiting me from getting at it. So more things to learn and more stuff to try and figure out. Good morning. A small diversion today while I get over my lack of success. This is the Jeep backup tail lights, postal Jeep that is. We're gonna just clean out the connections and see if we can't get them to work. I was able to get the tail lights and the turn signals working a few weeks ago. The progress or lack thereof on the Willys Wagon is frustrating, but we're going to put the fuel pump back on possibly tomorrow when some fittings and some piping arrives, and then we're going to try and remove the master brake cylinder because there's no possible way I can get to the turning the filler valve open. And then I think I'm going to try and look at the design for the battery compartment. I should probably lay a rod across the top of this to the back there, and that would give me the clearance that I need, a measurement. And then I think I'm going to take a look at the bracket, because I did build this little gray bracket 3-4 years ago when I first took the old battery out. It's frustrating because, of course, I managed to destroy more things than I've repaired. But good morning. Well, I'm rigging up a temporary fuel supply situation. I've got a new fuel pump installed down in the bottom there with barbs on them and rubber hose of varying dimensions going to this temporary gas tank that this seller rigged up years ago. I've got a barb on the carburetor, and I'm just going to turn the engine over to see if the fuel pump is pumping, and it's leading into this little gas can here, and in theory it ought to work. Well, the new fuel pump is pumping fuel, so we're going to cut this hose off and stick it onto the barb over there at the front end of the carburetor and fire it over and see what happens. I'll be back in a few minutes. Well, let's go see what happens here. Fuel leaks. Yeah, you never want to see this underneath a vehicle. Ah, radiator fluid. So did it blow out of the... Is there an overflow tank? Where is it? It's all going everywhere, that's for sure. Take two of solve one problem and create another one. This is the heater hose that just blew up, blowing precious green liquid all over everywhere, up to and including all over the floor of the truck, which was leaking through the floor. I was like, where did that all come from? But, you know, the engine ran, and the heater hoses can be repaired and replaced. Got to clean up all this green fluid so that the dog doesn't get involved with it. I'll be back. What a mess. It's a beautiful fall day here in the Pacific Northwest. I'm done for the day because the heater hose exploded, but the engine ran. And even